Hello there people and welcome. This is Talkin really, and I wanted to broach the subject of a comment. Here's the comment. As you can see, they claim that one of my videos I made was showing you information from a news outlet, and it's called the Canary. There are many out there with the same story, so it's a bit sort of not upset, because the problem is that some of these outlets are actually what we would call just basically mainstream media. They push the propaganda that they want you to hear. Now the Canary obviously is just one of many, and I did look up on I don't use Google, and I also use other search engines. But for me, when I put in there, I put in the subject and I get a whole list of websites. They all say the same thing. So pretty much, you can guarantee that whatever they're saying is, obviously if it's the same, it's probably true. Unless, of course, all of them are fake media, but they are MSM, so we have to bear in mind that sometimes MSM, well, I don't say sometimes, all of the time, MSM are liars. They are pushing an agenda, I'm afraid. So if you are believing the likes of the BBC and the the Telegraph and the Guardian and all of those, they're all paid. They have funding from the people that want this information out there. They are paid. It's fact. The Guardian was paid loads of money by Mr. Billy Gates. Yep, it's true. And of course they push the agenda that they've been told to push. So what I thought I'd do to support this is I'll show you the search. Now I've done the search on the Canary. As you can see, top of the list there is a article about the Canary, suggesting that the Canary is a bad site to go on, including the BBC. So they're saying the BBC, compared to the Canary, you would trust the BBC more. I'm sorry, but I don't, because the BBC are full of liars. As you can see, there are lots of articles, and things like where is it? This one here. Obviously, you find that this article is actually in the Canary from 2018. Is rated the most trusted digital-only news outlet. I mean, they would say that, wouldn't they? They would say that. When you click on it, obviously it's like saying, well, I'm the most important, trustworthy YouTube channel. Because I would say that, wouldn't I? But you can see here that they do a list of trustworthiness, and notice that they put the BBC at the top and the Sun is at the bottom. 10 is completely trustworthy, but to be fair, with the BBC at 7, I wouldn't trust a word that they said. And they put in the Canary right at the bottom. Likewise, TV as well. I mean, I really would not trust the BBC News. And Reuters, obviously Reuters is well known for self-imposed fact-checking. Are we all aware of how fact-checkers work? what they're doing, when you see a headline, what they do is they say things like, it's partly false. Hang on, think about that. Think about that quite a lot, because if it's partly false, it's got to be mostly true. Yeah. So what they're doing is they're trying to tell you subliminally, that's a long word, that they don't want you to focus on the actual bit that's true, because that's mostly true. What they want you to focus on is the fact that a little tiny bit of it might be false. That's how they work. It's called propaganda. It's called pushing the narrative, right? If they have a narrative, I'm not saying in the last 4 years that we've had any, but we have. And obviously you can look back and you can judge for yourself how much of a narrative there is in the last 4 years. Have they been pushing anything? I wonder. But who has been pushing it? And what happens when you see something in social media? It's got a big thing on it saying, this is false. False information. Checked by fact checkers. Hang on. Who is these fact checkers? Who are they? Who are they?
Who is she? Who is she? Who is she?
Yeah. Who are they? Well, they're actually part of the system. Fact checkers. I mean, the main one, which coming off the top of my head, you'll see it on Facebook, is a fact checker there. If you look at who they are paid by Facebook and they're run by Facebook. They're owned by Facebook. So is that not conflict of interest? Is that not bias? So and then you have to look at why they are doing fact checking. What is that article that they fact checked? Have you looked into it? And please don't use Google. Look it up directly. Yeah? So while I would say we welcome comments like that, please, you're talking from the experience of what I would call a mainstream media believer. It is about educating yourself and not listening to the first opinion that you hear, generally from the likes of BBC, because they are complete liars. And sometimes the alternative media that you are saying is false and lies and everything else is actually true. A lot of these alternative platforms that they ban and remove are actually telling you the truth. And there we go. So I thought I'd share that with you because it's very interesting. Yeah, comment down below. Let me know. Have a very good day. Bye for now.